We all have a more seductive side to ourselves. And this has nothing to do with what you look like or being manipulative or narcissistic. But it comes down to a base energy that we tap into and the way that we conduct ourselves. So today we're going to talk about how you tap into that more alluring or seductive side of yourself to naturally draw others into you. So to anybody who's never been here before, hi, I'm Elizabeth Blackwell from Blissful Home and Body, and I've spent well over the last decade of my life so I can help others set sacred space and get to their highest and greatest self. So let's get into this conversation about how we can naturally be more alluring or seductive within ourselves. So I really do want to restate that being seductive has nothing to do with being manipulative or fake in any way. In fact, the first point that I want to talk about as far as being that more seductive or alluring side of yourself is the exact opposite. Before I get into some of the specifics about tapping into that seductive side of you, I just want to say this is about being authentically you. This is not about putting on a persona or a face or being manipulative in any way, shape, or form. This is about tapping into the more alluring side of you so that you can draw others into you and be that pure and authentic self. When it comes to being more enticing, it really comes down to three areas: your words, your actions, and your energy. So let's kind of start off with talking about what energy you need to be in order to be in that more captivating or alluring space so that you'll draw others into you naturally. Being in a more seductive energy is a blend of confidence, self-awareness, and authenticity. It's about getting yourself into a state where you feel the best about yourself that you can. This isn't about dressing in a way for women that shows a lot of skin or for men that looks as if you are wealthy or any of those other things that we would be thought to believe that would draw people in. But it's about dressing and being in a way that boosts your confidence. But then we come to the self-awareness. You have to know what that is. Be in that state where you know what you love about yourself. And then authenticity. Being forward with who you really are. Again, you're not building a persona of what you believe the other person wants, but you're sitting in your true and authentic self, knowing that you're an amazing human being that anybody would be blessed to be in the presence of. The second part about being more seductive is the words that you use. But that's almost kind of an opposite way of saying it. Because when it comes to being in a more seductive energy, it has less to do with what you say and more to do with what you don't say. It's about stopping and being an authentic listener. One, so that you can get to know this person well enough to know if you do wish to draw them into your life. And this doesn't just have to be also in romantic situations. This can be as you're deciding if you want to be friends with somebody or overlap in other ways with the individual. But to stop speaking and being in that authentic listening state so that you can know who they really are and that they can know that you are a safe space for them to be open with you. But when you do speak, slow your words down. that if you start to speak really fast and your dialogue starts to pick up, that will give off a more anxious or insecure energy. And that's the opposite of where you want to go. So no matter what you're saying, slow it down. And then don't be an open book necessarily. I'm not saying hide things about yourself, but when it comes to being truly seductive, it's about leaving that wanting of more so that people want to step towards you. You want to leave a little bit of mystery, and you also want to leave room for them to ask you things about yourself so that they can feel as if they're being a participant in the conversation. And then the third area of being in that more alluring state is your body language. And there's a couple of things to be aware of here. First of all, you absolutely want to be an active listener, but you don't want to rush towards them, but you more want to lean back and give them that room to step towards you. And then pull your shoulders back and take up some space. When you're sitting crouched and down like this, you give off an energy like you're unworthy of taking up the space that you're in. So you want to not only expand your body and take up a little room around you, not being aggressive or obnoxious with it, but allowing yourself that space to just exist. And then the third aspect of this is eye contact. When you look somebody directly in the eyes, again, our eyes are our windows to the soul. Now you're not staring wide-eyed, but you're doing a soft gaze towards them. And this allows them to know that you are actively listening and connecting with them, but it also gives them that connection point that they'll know that you are open for them to step towards. So I hope this video has allowed you to know that anybody can be in that more seductive energy, that it has nothing to do with what you're wearing, as long as you're in something you're comfortable in, or what you look like. But it's the energy and how we act that truly puts us in that more alluring or captivating state. So if you've got some useful information, I would love it if you'd hit that like button. It really does help out small channels like this. And if you're resonating with this and you're wanting to get into that state where you can become your highest and greatest self, I invite you to subscribe, because that's what this community is all about. So with that, I will say I am sending you all so much light and love, and I hope you all stay well, my friends.